I had a request tonight to do heart opening, and I think it's such a great thing to do in general. I think there's never a bad time to touch into the heart. Let's just be honest around that one. Sometimes there's parts of us that don't want to do heart, but I think in general, opening up some broad, compassionate spaciousness in your body and in your mind is a good thing to do. So we're going to focus on that. And if you've been to my classes before, which all of you have, I'm not sure what that means yet. And we're going to find out as we go along. All right? So let's just go ahead and get centered. Sitting comfortably. Relax your shoulders down your back. And as you take a few deep breaths in and out, just see if you can soften the efforting in your body just a little bit more. Feeling your shoulders compress away from your ears, the abdomen softening, the jaw relaxing. The space behind your eyes becoming a little softer. Anywhere else that you might feel efforting, just see if you can just relax. And see what's there as your body relaxes. Where does your mind go when that tension stops? There might be a location in your body. Maybe you're feeling something more. Maybe it's in your mind. There's no wrong place for it to go. Just know where it does go. And then start to feel your breath moving in your body. And become aware of the movement of your rib cage. Other parts of the body might be moving, but just notice your rib cage. Inhale, widening. Exhale, narrowing. Inhale, the rib cage widening. Exhale, narrowing. Maybe make that breath just a little bit bigger, that movement of the rib cage just a little bit bigger. You don't have to effort too much, just bring some more movement to the rib cage. And what this awareness of the rib cage moving is helping you to do is really become aware of the space around your heart. We'll spend a few more moments in this awareness, and as you do, just notice, does it feel easy to connect to this region of the body? Does it feel like it's hard to get the breath into the chest, into the space around your heart? And not judging it or shaming yourself or your body. If you can't access it, we'll work on that tonight. But just noticing, what access do you have to that space right now? And see if you can soften some of that efforting that might be keeping you from that space. If it works for your internal visual, see a spark of light at the center of the chest, the heart center. And as we chant Om, or as you listen to me chant Om, see that light expand. So we'll chant 3 times, deep breath in. Bring your palms to your heart and lower the chin. Honor yourself as you are in this moment. Body, breath, energy, and mind. It's from this place that we'll practice. So go ahead and rub the palms together, creating heat. Take the heated palms over your eyes. And brush back over the top of your head, down your neck, bringing yourself to the room. All right, so let's come onto hands and knees to start. Table pose. If you want support underneath your knees, you can bring a folded blanket there. And bring your hands underneath your shoulders and knees beneath your hips or slightly further back. With your inhale, look forward, feel the tailbone lift. With your exhale, round the back, cat pose. Inhale, looking forward, tailbone lifting. And exhale, rounding the back, tucking the chin and tail under. And just do this a few more times. And as you do so, be aware again of the movement of your rib cage. Stoking that awareness of the heart center. And noticing in your physical body, is there any tension surrounding that region? I guess it's good to delineate here for a moment that when I say heart center, I'm not really referring to the organ, the heart, on the left side of your chest. I'm referring to the energetic heart center. It's right at the center of the chest on the spine. And it shines, it expresses itself in 360 degrees. So it's not just the forward movement of the chest, it's also the back body, the space behind your shoulder blades, it's the side body. So when it comes to working with this region, it's nice to get all of the spine around the heart nice and loose. Child's pose with your next exhalation. Then inhale back up to hands and knees. And exhale again, child's pose. And inhale back up. Good, just moving between these two postures. And as you come to hands and knees, make sure the heart looks forward before you go back to child's pose. So the spine is moving. Good. Let's go ahead and add on to this movement. With your next exhalation, curl the toes under, coming into downward facing dog. And then inhale, float back down onto hands and knees gently. Heart looks forward. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale back up to hands and knees. Exhale, downward facing dog. So we're just moving between these three postures on your breath. Again, heart looking forward at the top of the inhale. Exhale, child's pose or down dog, alternating between the two. Moving on your breath. Good. So the next time you land in downward facing dog, please stay. And it's our first time in down dog tonight, at least holding it anyway, so go ahead and walk it out a bit. Press a heel to the floor, bend the opposite knee, lengthen to the legs, length into your spine. Good. With your next inhalation, please come into plank pose, straight line push-up. Exhale, go back to downward facing dog. Inhale back into plank pose. Exhale, feel a tug behind the navel, pulling you back to downward facing dog. Inhale, forward. Exhale back. Good. 2 more times. And then come into plank pose this time and let's stay. Take the shoulders down the back. The heart looks forward just slightly. The neck is in line with the spine. And you're breathing, hopefully. Take a deep breath in, please. And then take your time, exhale, bend the elbows in towards your waist, planking yourself down to the floor. Hands under your shoulders. With your next inhale, roll the shoulders back, lift the head and chest, coming into Bhujangasana, Cobra pose. Exhale, release down. Feeling the pelvis ground, inhale, lift the head, chest, and the legs this time. Ardha Shalabhasana, half locust. Exhale, releasing down. Keeping the legs on the floor, inhale up into Cobra. Exhale, release down. Locust pose, inhale. Exhale, release. A couple more times. Cobra pose. And down. Locust pose. And down. Good. Coming into Bhujangasana. Cobra pose will stay this time. Feel your hands gripping the floor, and imagine you're sliding the floor back toward you. You won't actually move the hands, but you're engaging the triceps to lift the heart up and forward a little bit more. Breathe. Cut the shoulders down the back a little bit more. Deep breath in. And exhale, carefully release on down. Take an adjusting breath. And then feeling the pelvis ground, let's come into Ardha Shalabhasana, half locust, head, chest, legs lift. Good. Shoulders cutting down the back. And get light on the hands here. Really recruit the lower back to keep you lifted here, even if the hands are still on the floor. And breathe. Good. Deep breath in. And exhale, floating on down. Take an adjusting breath again. All right. Curling your toes under, lift the knees, engage the core, and then push up to plank pose. We're staying in plank. And then take a deep breath in. With your exhale, bend your elbows in towards your waist, maybe even squeezing the rib cage together. Come 1 inch from the floor, chaturanga. And then see if you can push back up. It's okay if you need to do this with knees down. We're gonna do that again. Elbows bending in toward the waist, coming down into chaturanga, and then push the floor forward to press yourself back up. I know this is hard. We're gonna do 1 more for now. Exhale down, 1 inch from the floor. Then inhale, push up, and then press back to downward facing dog. Feel it out. And then inhale, float down onto hands and knees, and exhale, child's pose. And for this child's pose, I'd like us to come into what's called active child. So with your fingertips on the ground, lift the palms. So it's like you're clawing the floor, fingertips on the ground. And then walk your fingertips forward 1 or 2 inches, and then powerfully allow your hips to sink toward your heels. So you're feeling some stretch in the shoulders and the arms, the back, and down into your lower back maybe. If not, reach forward more or sink the hips more. Good. One more breath here. And then release the palms. And inhale, come up to hands and knees. Okay. So go ahead and come to sit on your heels for a moment. We'll give the wrists a break. If you want to, you can actually do this cross-legged too if you want to. You can also sit on the block. Just make sure that you're comfortable for this because we're going to work with the upper body, so it doesn't really matter what's happening from the waist down for now. Good. So go ahead and bring your palms and your elbows together in front of you. Now, what might naturally happen when you do that is your elbows drop lower than your shoulders. And I want you to lift the elbows up to the same plane as the shoulders. It's harder than it sounds. Good, and then keeping your shoulders on that same plane, inhale, go ahead and take the arms wide, cactus, take them back, shoulder blades working together behind you. And then exhale, bring the elbows and palms together in front of you. Let's do that again. Inhale, exhale. Elbows touching, inhale, exhale. Good. Inhale, exhale. One more time. Good. And then drop the elbows and release the arms for just a moment. So we're going to do that again, but I'm going to give you a little bit more to work with here. So I'm turning profile just so you can see what's happening in my body. So the elbows and palms are touching. With the inhale, again, we'll take them wide. And as you exhale, you're going to bring the palms and elbows together and then lift the elbows a little bit more. Now, what doesn't happen here, and it's not really easy to see here, I'm not thrusting this into my lower back to turn my heart toward the ceiling. I'm actually drawing my tailbone down, the core is engaged, and the lifting of the elbows actually helping to deepen the back bend in the thoracic spine behind the shoulder blades, helping to open the heart there more. There's actually nothing happening in my lower back. It's staying stable, all right? So the movement again is going to be inhale, arms wide, and then exhale, bring everything together and lift. And then you can stay in that lifted position and then take the arms wide again. And then exhale, squeeze the elbows together and lift up a little bit more, or just have the intention of continuing that. Inhale, exhale, squeeze. Again, the navel is engaged here toward the spine, tailbone drawing downward, so that the back bend here is just happening in your upper back. Let's do a couple more. You might start to feel some heat around the heart and shoulders. Or maybe I'm just sweating. One more time. Good, and then drop the elbows and release. Whew. Looks simple, it's not. And you might have noticed after doing that movement for a while, the heart really does start to turn toward the ceiling, but it's not because I'm compensating in my lower back. It's because I'm getting the movement in my upper back, okay? Remember that one because we're gonna do that again later. So go ahead and come on to hands and knees again. We'll transition into downward facing dog. Hopefully your wrists have had a break here. And then go ahead and lift your right leg high into the air behind you. Allow your left heel to sink toward the floor. So you're spreading the feet in opposite directions. And then go ahead and bend your right knee, the leg in the air, and take the heel back behind you, stacking one hip on top of the other, feeling some nice length along the right side of the body. Breathe. See how high into the air you can lift the right knee? And then carefully place that right foot down. Inhale into plank pose. Exhale, bend the elbows in toward the waist, chaturanga, 1 inch from the floor. Press the arms straight, come onto the tops of the feet, knees lift, heart opens, upward facing dog. Then feel a tug behind your navel. Exhale, that brings you back into downward facing dog. All right, so go ahead and lift your left leg this time. Right heel sinks toward the floor, spreading the feet in opposite directions, taking a breath in this pose. Good. Then bend the left knee, the leg in the air. Take the heel back behind you, stacking the hips. We're feeling length along the left side, and see how high into the air you can lift the left knee. One more breath. Good. And then exhale, carefully bring the foot down. All right. And looking at the space between your hands, walk or hop the feet between them. And then press the palms to shins, come halfway up, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold down. Let's stay here in the forward fold for just a moment. Release the neck, release the shoulders. Upper body draping over your legs. And make sure the knees are soft, not locked. And maybe leaning forward ever so slightly so that the weight of the body isn't resting just in the heels. You want them in the balls of the feet as well. Good, one more breath. And then inhale, press palms to shins, coming halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms out to the side with a flat back. Come all the way up to standing. And palms to your heart. So just feel sensation for a moment. What's happening in your body, energy, mind, spirit. Remembering to hydrate. All right, so we're gonna do some arm swings next, and then we'll do a variation that I don't teach very often. And the less you think about it, the easier it is to do, all right? So it's gonna be inhale, arms up, inhale, exhale, arms back, and then cross the arms in front of you, sweep them back. So it's up, back, cross, back, up, back, cross, back. Join me. Up, back, cross, back. Up, back, cross, back. So as you're swinging it out here, really allow the arms to be heavy. Feel the full rotation of your shoulder joints. And if you want to make this a little bit more interesting, you can switch which arm crosses on top each time the arms cross. And if that's too confusing, don't worry about it. And try not to think about it too hard. Up, back, cross, back. Up, back, cross, back. Up, back, cross, back. Breathe. Up, back, cross, back. Really allowing those shoulders to be loose, moving in all directions. Up, back, cross, back, up, back, cross, back. Up, back, cross, back. We're gonna go for a little bit longer. Swing it out. Up, back, cross, back. Up, back, cross, back. up, back, cross, back. One more time. Cross, back, and release. There's no real like stopping point on that one. You just gotta like let it go at some point. And just feel sensation in the shoulders, maybe around the chest or upper back, maybe up into the neck, depending. What's your breath rate? What's your heart rate? And then taking a deeper, fuller breath, go ahead and allow your awareness to come back. So let's do some sun salutations, working with Warrior One. So stepping to the top of your mat if you're not there already, feet stacking underneath your hips, palms to the heart. And just touch back in, aware of the body, sensation in the body, your mind's relationship to sensation in the body. And then your breath in your body. And bring some of that breath back up into the region of the chest. Again, helping to zero in on that heart center. Notice if there's any constriction, any tension around that, and just see if you can soften some of that effort. And then we'll use our sun salutation to continue to attune to that heart center. With your next inhale, please sweep your arms down, back, and up. Exhale, bend the knees, chair prep, sweep the arms behind you. Inhale, come into chair pose. Staying for the exhalation. Inhale, straighten the legs. Then exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forward and down, Uttanasana. Palms to shins, halfway up, inhale. Exhale, release. Step your right foot way back. Back foot flat on the floor, toes pointing forward about 45 degrees. Bend the front knee. Inhale, come on up for Warrior One. Good, staying here for the exhale. Inhale, straighten the knee. Then exhale, hinge at the hips. Go ahead and lean with the heart forward and down. Deep breath in. Then exhale, step back to downward facing dog. Inhale into plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, press the arms straight, coming into upward facing dog. And exhale, come into downward facing dog. Lifting the right leg high into the air behind you. Exhale, step the right foot between the hands. Help it along. Back foot flat to the floor, toes pointing forward again. And then inhale, come on up. Warrior One. Good. Inhale, straighten the knee. Then exhale, go ahead and fold over the right leg. Deep breath in here. And exhale, step the back foot forward. Palms to shins, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Sweep the arms out to the side with the flat back. Inhale, come all the way up. And palms to the heart. Good, let's do that again. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, bend the knees, chair prep. Chair pose. Stay for the exhale. Lift on inhale. Fold on exhale. Palms to shins. Exhale, release, step the left foot back foot flat on the floor, Warrior One. Straighten the leg, inhale. Fold over the leg, exhale. Deep breath in here. And stepping back, downward facing dog. Let's come on into plank pose. Exhale down to chaturanga. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Left leg lifts and bring it through. Back foot flat, Warrior One, come on up. Straighten the leg. Exhale, fold. Good, staying for the inhale. Exhale, step forward. Palms to shins, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms out to the side, coming all the way up. And palms to the heart. I'm going to add some variations this time. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, chair prep. Chair pose. Lift and fold. Halfway rise, inhale. Exhale, release, step the right foot back. Back foot flat on the floor, coming on up, warrior. Sorry, I'm just trying to fix my headset. There we go. Lifting the arms up. Good. And then bring the elbows and palms together in front of you. I told you we're coming back to this one. Good. Now feel the tailbone drawing downward slightly. Feel the navel pulling in toward the spine and the pelvic floor pulling upward. All right. With your inhale, take the arms and elbows back. With your exhale, bring the elbows together in front of you and lift them up even more. Again, the back bend happening in your upper back. Let's do that again. Inhale, take the elbows wide. And exhale, squeeze them together and lift them up a little bit more, turning the heart toward the ceiling. Inhale wide, one more time. Exhale, squeeze together and lift. Good, and then drop the elbows. And let's bring the hands toward the floor. Good, stepping back to downward facing dog. Inhale into plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right leg lifts. And exhale, step it through. Back foot flat on the floor, coming on up, warrior one. Good, so we're gonna do the same arm work on this side. So bring the elbows and palms together. Again, make sure the lower half of the torso is engaged. Navel to spine, pelvic floor pulling up. Again, we're not back bending the lower back here, it's all in the upper back. So inhale, take it wide, elbows and palms. Exhale, squeeze them together and up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Good. And then drop the elbows. Go ahead and fold forward, hands to the floor, and step forward, Uttanasana. Palms to shins, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Sweep the arms out to the side with a flat back coming all the way up. And palms to the heart. Let's do one more round. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, chair prep. Chair pose. Lift and fold. Halfway. Left foot. Warrior one. Coming on up. Good. Elbows and palms together in front of you. We're going to do 5 rounds this time. And on the last round, we're going to hold for maybe 3 to 4 breaths. Okay? So inhale, take the elbows wide. Exhale, squeeze them together. Inhale, take them wide. Exhale, squeeze them together and up. 3 more times. Good. Last one. Squeezing the palms and elbows together. Really turn the heart toward the ceiling. Again, navel pulling back toward the spine, pelvic floor pulling up. Breathe. Deep breath in. And exhale, drop the elbows. Straighten the right leg this time and just fold over the leg. Feel sensation here. The movement of the breath in the body, perhaps around the chest, around the heart. Again, that heart center shines in all directions. Maybe feeling the back shine. Good. Bending the front knee slightly, go ahead and step back to downward facing dog. Inhale into plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Stay in an upward facing dog. Take the shoulders back more. Heart lifting. I'm going to challenge you a little bit here, all right? Curl the toes under. Come back to chaturanga by scooping downward. And then if you can, push up to plank and back to downward facing dog. It's just more interesting that way. All right, one more side with this warrior. Go ahead and lift the left leg up and bring her through. Back foot flat to the floor. Warrior one, come on up. Bring the elbows and palms together. Inhale, take them wide. Exhale, squeeze them together and up, and we'll do 4 more. One more time. Squeeze the elbows and palms together. Stay this time. Navel pulling back toward the spine, pelvic floor pulling upward, heart turning toward the ceiling. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale, release the elbows down. Straighten the left leg and fold. Just feel the upper body melting down over that left leg as much as possible. The heart center at the back shining toward the sky. One more breath. And then softening the front knee, go ahead and step forward. Uttanasana. Palms to shins, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold down. Interlace your fingers at your lower back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Lift the arms off the back and overhead. Good. Go ahead and carefully release the hands to the floor. Palms to shins, halfway up again. Exhale, fold. Sweep the arms out to the side of the flat back. Come all the way up, inhale. And palms to heart. Feel sensation here. Breath rate, heart rate. The movement of the breath around your chest, around the heart. What access do you have to that space right now? Do you feel anything blocking it? Another way to think about it, is there anything keeping you from feeling compassion? Is there anything keeping you from feeling joy? Is there anything keeping you from feeling love and acceptance? And if there is anything keeping you from that, see if you can soften that efforting. Soften that tension. You can even ask those aspects of you that are blocking if they can just relax for now. We're not asking them to do anything. We're not stepping into any kind of unsafe moment. Just soften. Okay. Taking a deeper, fuller breath, please. Bringing your awareness back. And go ahead and take a wide stance on your mat. So whatever you need to do in your space to allow that, the toes are pointing directly forward, so the feet are parallel. If anything, they're more pigeon toeing than splaying out to the side. Okay? All right. Giving you a second to get there. And then take your arms out to the side. Take a deep breath in and out. And with your next inhale, drop your right hand down onto the leg, lift your left arm up, and go ahead and lean over to the right. And then exhale, zip up the spine, come back up to a tall spine. And then inhale, go ahead and lean to the other side, or reaching over. Exhale again, zipping up the spine. And then inhale, lean. And we'll just continue moving from side to side. Exhale, coming up. Inhale, leaning to a side, feeling length along the side of the body, especially around that heart. Good, a couple more times. It's a little dancey too if you want it to be. I know Mary likes dancey. Good, and then go ahead and bring your right hand down onto the leg, left arm reaching up and over, and stay. Good, the head is in line with the spine, so you're not just dropping it down, you're keeping it engaged here. And we'll do a little bit of work to deepen into this just a hair more. So you can watch me first if you want to. You can just hang out where you're at. You're going to take your left hand, the one in the air, and reach to the left more and roll your chest to look at the floor. Now keep that length, keep that reaching in the left hand as you spiral the heart back open, now deeper into that side stretch. Then inhale, reach down and forward again. And exhale, roll back open. Do that 2 more times. Reach, heart looking toward the floor, and then pull back open. Inhale, reach. Then exhale, roll open and stay. Really pulling that left shoulder back as much as you can. Good. Now, before we come up, take that right hand, the one on the floor or the leg, and reach it out to the side. And then with a big inhale, bring yourself all the way back up. Whew. And relax the arms for a moment. Feel sensation. What's happening in the body? Now, because that was a deep stretch on one side, you're probably feeling a little lopsided, so we're going to make sure we do the other side. So when you're ready, go ahead and take the left hand down onto the left leg, and then inhale, reach the right arm up and over, going as far as you can to the side, keeping the right shoulder rolling back for this first part. And then deepening into the posture. With your next inhale, reach your right arm further to the right, roll the chest to look at the floor, and then keep that length as you open back up again. Exhale. Inhale, reach. Exhale, roll the top shoulder open. 2 more times. One more. And then exhale, roll the heart open and stay. Keep reaching. Keep breathing. And then take the left arm, the one on the leg beneath you, and extend it out to the side. And then with a big inhale, come all the way back up. And release. Whew. Good. So for a last standing posture, feet still um, pointing forward. Go ahead and interlace your fingers behind your back. Roll the shoulder blades together, lift the arms off the back. Now hinge the knees just a little bit, bend them slightly, and then fold at the hips and take the arms overhead. Breathe here. Good. Then release the hands to the floor gently. Coming up halfway. Go ahead and turn your body toward the front of your mat and step back to downward facing dog. Then inhale, float down onto hands and knees. And exhale, child's pose. All right. So from child's pose, go ahead and slither forward down onto your abdomen. Coming on down. And then come up onto your elbows for a moment. And we're going to be setting up for crocodile pose for those of you who know it. You're going to take your feet as wide apart as your mat, and then turn the inside arches down to the floor, toes pointing outward. This allows the pelvis to kind of spread into the earth and the belly to become a little bit softer. Then you're going to cross your arms in front of you, and the elbows are just a little bit forward of the shoulders. So this is not a face plant. We're not doing this here. We're keeping the chest lifting away from the floor, and this allows the abdomen to press into the floor a little more readily. And then you can just allow the forehead to rest on the back of the hands. You could also bring a blanket over your hands. Now the first thing to do while you're here is just to relax. Where are you holding tension? And where can you relax that tension? And then become aware of the movement of your breath in your abdomen. It may feel counterintuitive, but see if you can breathe just to your belly. The inhale, and the belly pressing into the floor. And exhale it pulling away. And just keep your mind on this soft belly breath. Continuing to relax tension when it arises. Continuing to breathe to your abdomen here. Consider or remember what may be keeping you from this open heart that we're working toward this evening. What barriers, what walls, what boundaries. And just see if for this moment of safety, if that can soften, if it can melt or relax back, to allow the capacity of your heart to just shine brightly within you. Because all of that boundary, those walls, that tension, it's all efforting. It takes so much effort. Relax that effort. Soft belly inhale. The soft belly exhale. All right. So beginning to take a deeper, fuller breath. Go ahead and lift the head. Bring the legs a little closer together. And take your time as you roll over onto your back. So take your time if you're still making your way there. But once you're on your back, just hug your knees into your chest. Maybe rock on the spine gently if that feels good. Maybe holding the knees still if that feels good. And then allow the knees to just fall to the right side. Feel your left shoulder anchor back. And if it feels good on your neck, you can turn the chin to the left. Breathing here. Good. With your next inhale, carefully bring the knees back to center. And when you're ready, just take them to the other side, knees to the left. Your right shoulder grounding and your chin turning to the right, if that works for your neck. If not, it's okay to look straight up. And again, just settle into your breath here. One more breath. And then inhale, come back to center, hug the knees in. Good. So take your time, but when you feel complete in this posture, go ahead and extend your legs down to the floor for Shavasana, corpse pose. And bring any support where you need it. Maybe bring a blanket underneath your head if you have one nearby. You can also turn down the lights in your space if you'd like to. And take your time getting there if you're still working your way there. But once you are there, have your heels about mat width apart, nice and wide, toes falling away from one another so the hips can relax. Your arms resting to your side, palms face up so that your shoulders can relax, so the heart can relax. Soft jaw, soft eyes. Settling in. Bring your awareness to the movement of your rib cage. And also bring your awareness to the movement of your abdomen. As you inhale, feel the chest and belly rise. And as you exhale, feel the chest and belly relax. And just stay attuned to that movement. Inhale, the chest and belly rising. Exhale, the chest and belly relaxing. And it's as if each breath is peeling back another layer of tension around your heart. Another wall melting. Another barrier to that boundless compassion dissolving. Inhale, chest and belly rising. Exhale, relaxing. peace, peace. Peace. Go ahead and take a deeper, fuller breath, please. Making some gentle movements in your hands, your feet, your arms and legs. Rolling to your right side. And go ahead and come on up to a comfortable seat. So sitting tall once again. Relax the shoulders, crown of the head lifting toward the ceiling. And again, bring your awareness to the movement of your breath around the heart, chest, the rib cage. Other parts of the body might still be moving, but just notice the movement of the ribs. Become aware of that spark, that point at the center of the chest, anahata, heart center. And feel space there, a boundlessness. Compassion, openness, boundless capacity for love and acceptance. However best you can sense that. Maybe it's a light, maybe it's just an open space. And when anything tries to enter your mind to challenge this space right now, soften that effort, soften that challenging. Because right now, right here, we want to be connected to our hearts. We want to be the light in the world. And for the aspects or parts of us that have a hard time with that right now, it's okay. Because we can hold that too. There's that much space here. We can wrap them, these parts of us, in love, so that we can connect with ourselves. We can connect with other people. We can connect with the world, with truth. We can soften this efforting that keeps us separate from the world. That's what yoga promises. That's what this heart work promises. Spacious, open, loving, accepting. Whatever is going on in your world, you can hold it. That's how big this is. That's how boundless this is. Keep that with you. Keep that in your practice. Stay in the endeavor of keeping your heart open. So taking a deeper, fuller breath. Bring your palms together at that heart. Bow the chin, bowing to that boundless capacity within you. And may all of your work here tonight, all the effort, all the softening, and may this practice keep you connected to that. So until we meet again, namaste.